Hey there, you've probably seen this thing called profit partnership floating around online. Well, today, we're going to break it all down. Let's get right to it.
So, does this sound familiar? You're out there, doing it all on your own, creating the content, doing the marketing, trying to grow, and it just feels like you're pushing a giant boulder uphill. It can get pretty lonely, and let's be honest, kind of slow.
So if you've seen this offer and wondered, what is this thing really? Then you are in exactly the right place. Over the next 5 minutes or so, we're going to cut through all the noise and explain it in plain English. No hype, no crazy buzzwords, just what it is and who it's actually for.
All right, so let's get down to the core idea, the big philosophy behind this whole thing. It really boils down to one simple concept: leverage over hustle.
The whole premise is that just working harder by yourself isn't the smartest way to grow. Instead, you can get way more done by working smarter with other people. It's all about shifting from that solo grind to strategic collaboration.
And this really paints a clear picture, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the solo grind, which often means isolation, slow, painful growth, and eventually total burnout. But on the other side, you've got collaborative leverage. That's about amplifying your message, tapping into totally new audiences, and building a more resilient business because, hey, you're not the only one pushing it forward anymore.
So how do you actually go from being that lone wolf to becoming more of a pack leader? Well, it's a pretty big shift in how you think and how you operate.
And here's the absolute key. The strategy is all about getting you to stop looking at everyone else in your space as competition you have to beat. Instead, you start seeing them as potential allies, as people you can team up with for a win-win.
I love this analogy. You become the conductor of your own little symphony. See, one partnership is cool, but a whole network of them, that's where the magic happens. You're the one coordinating all these different pieces, making sure they work together in harmony to create something way bigger than you ever could on your own.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? Well, the product lays out a specific blueprint to get you from just thinking about it to launching your very first collaboration. It breaks down into 4 really clear steps. First, you've got that mindset shift we talked about, moving from "there's not enough to go around" to "we can all win together." Second, it teaches you how to find the right partners, not just anybody. Step 3, you get templates for reaching out that are all about providing value up front, so you don't sound like a spammer. And finally, step 4, it gives you a framework for structuring that first project, which is so important for building trust.
All right, let's talk about the actual offer. What are you getting for your money? And maybe more importantly, let's talk about what this is not.
Yeah, let's be super clear on this. This is not some magic push-button software that's going to flood you with traffic or guarantee you make money overnight. It's a strategy. It's a framework. The results you get are going to depend completely on the work you put into it.
And the price to get in the door and learn this strategy? It's just $1. That gets you all the core materials you need to get started.
So for that buck, you get the main guide, which is over 80 pages long. Now, this is what's called a private label rights, or PLR product. That's kind of key. It means you can actually take it, edit it, put your own name on it, and sell it as your own. It even comes with master resale rights and a whole package of graphics to help you do just that.
Now, once you're in for that $1, there are some optional upgrades you'll see. These are for folks who want to go deeper, with more tools, more assets, or more detailed training on how to execute the strategy.
So who is this really built for? I mean, it's not a perfect fit for everyone, and the creators are actually pretty specific about who's going to get the most out of it.
It's really aimed at 4 main groups. We're talking new affiliate marketers, content creators who need a new way to promote their stuff, coaches and consultants looking to expand their reach, and pretty much any service provider who wants to build a solid referral network.
But really, when you boil it all down, this is for anyone who feels stuck. You've hit a plateau, trying to do it all yourself, and you don't have a giant budget to just buy your way to the top.
And that's pretty much profit partnership in a nutshell. It's a simple concept, it's super easy to get started with, and the whole focus is on working together instead of just, grinding yourself into dust. So the final question is really for you. Looking at where your business is right now, does this idea of shifting from the solo grind to building a powerful network, does that feel like it could be the right next step for you?